Dear students, today we start the fourth chapter in financial management. The fourth chapter is capital structure and leverage analysis. Today's class, Capital Structure 4.1, intends to discuss four important aspects relating to capital structure. They are meaning and definition of capital structure versus financial structure, meaning of optimal capital structure, and determination of optimal capital structure. First of all, let us see what is the meaning and definition of capital structure. Students, you know every business organization needs two types of funds to start and run its business. They are short term funds and long term funds. The term capital structure deals with long term funds. So, our discussion is related with the long term source of funds in this chapter. Regarding long term funds, an organization has to estimate its long term fund requirement more accurately. It has to ensure the availability of the long term funds needed by it. Again, it has to manage its long term funds properly. The long term funds needed by an organization may be collected by issuing equity shares, preference shares, or debentures. Capital structure may be defined as the combination of different sources of long term funds used by an organization. Capital structure is the proportion of debt and equity in the total long term capital of a company. Therefore, capital structure involves decision making in respect of two important things. The first one is type of securities to be issued, and the second one is regarding the proportion of each type of security to be issued. Now, let us see how the capital structure distinguishes from financial structure. Capital structure deals with long term sources of funds of an organization. On the other hand, financial structure deals with both the long term and short term sources of funds. Secondly, capital structure refers to proportion of different sources of long term funds, but financial structure refers to proportion of different sources of funds, both the long term and the short term. Next one is capital structure denotes the long term funds on the liability side of the balance sheet, but financial structure denotes the entire liability side of the balance sheet. And finally, capital structure is only a part of the financial structure, but financial structure is a broad term including capital structure. Now, let us see what is meant by optimal capital structure. The very basic focus of capital structure decision is to maximize the value of the firm. Therefore, the capital structure which maximizes the value of the firm is called optimal capital structure. Optimal capital structure is that mix of debt and equity which maximizes the market value of the company and minimizes its overall cost of capital or weighted average cost of capital. Now, let us see how can we determine the optimal capital structure of a company. Optimal capital structure can be determined by considering three important factors. They are financial leverage, cost of capital, and value of the firm. Financial leverage means the use of fixed charge bearing securities in the total long term funds of a firm. The relationship among financial leverage, cost of capital, and the value of the firm can be presented in the form of a diagram. Whenever the debt element in the total long term funds increases, that means debt equity ratio increases. When debt equity ratio increases, the cost of capital of the company decreases. Okay, at the same time, the value of the firm increases. But this occurs only up to a fixed point of debt equity mix. Up to this point, the value of the firm increases and weighted average cost of capital decreases. After that, means when the debt equity mix exceeds this particular point, what happens? The cost of capital increases, the cost of capital increases, and value of the firm decreases. The diagram shows that the point R, the cost of capital is at maximum at this cost of capital is at a minimum at this point, or at the same time value of the firm is maximum. Therefore, point R denotes the optimal capital structure of the company. Okay, students, remember, optimal capital structure of a company is that point of debt equity mix at which the cost of capital is the lowest and its value is at the maximum. Okay, students, let us wind up the class 4.1 here. Thank you. Have a nice day.